Oh Johnny boy, the pipes are calling. I love running down rabbit holes on YouTube when searching for right-wing content creators, cause sometimes it hits you, and I mean hard. Conservative YouTuber John Doyle, and let me tell y'all, perfection. I checked out his channel, and as always, oh boy, the amazing things that I found nothing. Typical conservative shit. However, John Doyle's channel is literally equivalent to taking LSD. Cause you have to be high to believe the monstrosity that you are watching. I'm gonna make a full-length video breaking down this man's channel in detail. Cause there's just so much incredible content here, I can't even lie to you guys. Trust me, they're so good, I wanna put them all in this video. Now, I did find one that stood out to me titled, Why the Left Fears White Boy Summer. Be it that I'm a white boy and I lived through last summer, why haven't I heard of this so-called white boy summer? Seriously, I have no clue what this is about. None. Until John Doyle broke it down for me. Scientifically.
It is a lifestyle. It is a metaphysical reality, and that is that this summer is white boy summer, okay? This is white boy summer. Why is this? What does it mean?
Hold up, John. Hold up. I'm sorry to interrupt your enthusiastic intro, but the title of your show, Heck Off Commie, I gotta say, as a fellow Eastern European socialist, you're grabbing conservative minds right by the balls. And they love that shit. You know they love it. It's like a circle to them. But seriously, I cannot enter this video until we look around your set, because it's amazing. Okay, so we got a bobblehead Jesus, and no joke, I actually thought this was Buddy Christ from Dogma. That would have been so much better, John. Swap that white boy Jesus with Buddy Christ. Buddy Christ is so much cooler. Buddy Christ. Then I see you got some stunner shades in the front and ski glasses? You should have put those on instead of the ones you're wearing. You'd be so much sexier, John. The future is male. You guys want to bet that this motherfucker is gonna drop a misogynistic joke in this? At least twice. Thrice.
But you might remember that there was a song that came out a couple years ago called Hot Girl Summer. And the whole point of the song was exactly that. It's Hot Girl Summer. It's a summer for girls to live their best lives, be independent, be bad, enjoy yourself, be a it's season. So basically it was an anthem for young girls to do what they've already been doing for a while now.
Man, I wish I made a bet with somebody. I would have won right off the bat. Misogyny, the cornerstone of all conservative commentators.
When you have been taught that you are racist and evil, that your country is racist and evil, when you've been deprioritized in the workplace, in college admissions, all of your favorite things get turned gay or into women, any opportunity to mock you is taken and ran with, but when you try to participate and poke fun too, then you're demonized. All of this happens to you over the course of a few decades, and it's both completely unserious and completely serious at the same time, because it's like, yeah, society is coordinating to effectively demonize white men, which we've known for a while, but you know what?
Society is correlating to demonize white men? Where? When? How long has this been happening? From a white dude to a white dude. That's bullshit, and you know it. Because if we're talking about the same white boys, then I want nothing to do with y'all, okay? Thanks. But I'm about to share the best thing about John's channel. His intro. Watch.
John Doyle in Heck Off Commie.
Ah, man, the conservatives love the 50s, don't they? Ah, hell yeah, they do. Women had no financial say in the household. Black people were continuously hosed down in the streets. What a glorious time, right? And where the hell did you get this cameraman? The dude can't even frame a shot.
And it really just comes down to that the people who hate us don't like it when we're having fun, because they are legitimately miserable and insecure people. Like, you can look at the rates of mental illness comparatively. You can literally just look at or talk to any of these people and see it clear as day.
Oh, John, you gonna tread on mental illness? For real? I mean, why? Is that necessary to get your point across? I don't think so.
But yeah, it's gonna be a blast. And if you're a woman or a man who doesn't deserve his balls, you're not invited, okay? You need not apply. Preference is being given to anyone over the age of like 42, so we can have that dad on the grill energy.
So John had his White Boy Summer Super Spreader Weekend Retreat and Jamboree. What a mouthful. Literally. But is it up to say that I hope every one of those people at that party got COVID? Super spreader event, huh? You people are literally pathetic. This is why we're still in this damn pandemic. 2 years. And these inconsiderate just don't care. Cause I love that he's promoting his all-male party, where women and men with no balls are not invited. I love how unbelievably homophobic these dudes are, but have shirtless all-male lake parties in a cabin on a mountain 37 miles outside of any population.
But anyways, we begin our analysis of White Boy Summer. Now, as we said, it really wasn't supposed to be a political thing. It literally started with Tom Hanks' son just spontaneously announcing it, and then like all great things, it was memed into existence.
7 minutes into this boring piece of shit, and John just now starts talking about the aspects of White Boy Summer and why the left fears it. I don't know where this dude is getting this, but no one is afraid of White Boy Summer or anyone with your stature.
We just have to keep that in mind because politics is just defined by how things should be structured in society. And if the popular and growing attitudes in society are saying that you as a white man are responsible for atrocities XYZ, that you need to pay reparations, that you need to yield positions of power and influence to non-white guys exclusively because you're a white guy, etc., etc.
Yes, most white people ancestrally are responsible for the history that we're living right now. Sorry that this hurts your little feelings, John, but that's the reality that we're living in. And as a white man that's not even from this country, I believe you should pay reparations in some kind of aspect. And couldn't you find any picture of a white guy with no watermark on it? Bro, as a content creator, that's just lazy.
We're simultaneously told that white people don't even really exist, not racially, not culturally, not in any real sense beyond appearance, but also that we are collectively responsible for the majority of the world's problems. We always have been because of slavery, because of colonization, because of whatever.
White, male, straight Christians. Why do y'all want to be oppressed so badly? Being a straight white man in the United States is the biggest privilege that you can get. Everything is served to you on a platter. And the up thing is, John doesn't even know it. And that is the problem in the United States.
And that's always the punchline for me, because it's like, white people have no shared culture. Really? Really? Because at the very least, we have the shared cultural experience of being told that we have no shared culture and also that everything is our fault.
Yes, John, yes! White people are to blame for it all. White people are to blame for the almost extermination of indigenous people that call this land sacred. Absolutely. White people, particularly white men, are responsible for everything that's wrong in this country. Sorry that the truth hurts, John, but that's the reality.
I can tell you things I like and dislike about anything because I'm an honest person, but they can't because they're dishonest. They're not interested in discussing legitimate problems and solutions. They're interested in ideological self-interest and conformity dopamine.
I'm John, and I tell it like it is. Yeah, John, we know. Trust me. We know. You are literally the product of systemic racism. You can say what you want when you want without any consequences. Rittenhouse is an example. And hold on one second. How do we not want to tackle real issues? What's a real issue to you, John? See, to me, having universal health care for every single American is more important than anything you're gonna add. Literally. What about the systemic racism that's thriving so marvelously in the United States? Oh yeah, you don't give a about those things. Those aren't important to y'all because, you know, they help black people, Hispanics, Latinos, Asian people. So yeah, not important to you guys.
Every time you're in a classroom and you're taught that white people only are evil slave traders and colonizers, every time you see the memes that always seem to go viral of, haha, these white guys, they look like they pay too much for weed, I'm totally owning them for not having knowledge of drug dealing be a greater part of their culture. Every time you read an article about how white children are racist because science says so, all of that is literal propaganda that your brain processes into subconscious associations. And over time, that will train you to flinch whenever white people are spoken about in terms that aren't explicitly negative.
Yes, John. Sorry that this hurts your feelings so much. It is just the truth. And I gotta say, this kid is all over the place in this video. He can't even stick to one point. He's all over the place. It's multiple points in one statement. It's structured really badly, John. This is structured badly. From a production point of view, this is terrible.
If you can crystallize the association between white people and Nazis, then you can define any white people who aren't explicitly allied with the left as Nazis. And I'm gonna keep explaining this, but afterwards I'm also gonna explain why we're not Nazis, white nationalists, all the things that they slander us with, white nationalists.
Yo, hold on. Wait. Hold on a minute. Stop the video. Did this dude just acknowledge that he's a white nationalist? John, bro, that's literally Nazism. Yo, is this happening? Did I just hear what I heard? John, look, Merriam-Webster says, a group of militant white people who espouse white supremacy and advocate enforced racial segregation. Is this kid about to explain to us that white nationalists aren't racists and they do good in this world? I am not white boy Autumn ready for this.
Everybody knows from the time they're born that being a Nazi or being a racist is the worst thing you could be. Being a communist is fine. Being a racist against white people is fine. Those are even promoted and encouraged. But regardless, it shuts us down because we are terrified of those labels. Even though we know they're lies, the majority of people in this country probably know they're lies. It doesn't matter because the fear of being deviated from the group consensus is just that powerful. And so our only chance at winning is to have the courage to stand up against those lies until we're in a position where we can hold the liars accountable, which is done by having courage and setting examples for others to follow. And then, maybe down the line, we get to a point where we can expand the libel and defamation law to include terms like that so that their propaganda is less effective because they won't be able to just throw around words like, oh, Nazi, oh, white nationalist without being at risk of a reasoned and effectual lawsuit.
My God, this dude is literally defending racists and white supremacists. I'm sorry, this is all he's giving me. This kid is literally defending racists and white supremacists. And the crazy thing is, I don't think he even knows what white nationalist means. And honestly, this is the problem right here. This is the problem in the United States. The systemic racism that John doesn't even know he's contributing to. They don't even see it. It's like a horse with those vision blockers. They just can't embrace the fact that America was built on racism.
But I've really just developed a strong contempt for people who lie. They're literally tattletales. And it just gets back to the fact that your intuition is your greatest anchor for navigating the world other than the Bible.
Oh, John, you big mad? You big mad, aren't you? He hates being called a Nazi because he knows what Nazis stand for. And it hurts John's little feelings that they're comparing his ideology to the identical ideology of Nazism.
Like when you're a kid, all the things you think are cool are actually really cool. Soldiers, tanks, race cars, trains, building things, being a pirate. Then you're older and you're like, yeah, I was right. Those things are actually really cool, but it goes both ways. What are the things you disliked the most? Tattletales. These are kids who would sell you out to the established power structures for literally no reason other than getting off on watching you suffer. Not kids who would tell the teacher if you knocked over their block tower or something. You deserve that. But kids who would snitch on you for doing something that had absolutely no effect on them whatsoever, simply because they got off on it because they're little. But you have to understand that you're outnumbered. Black people, Hispanic people, Asian people, they all view their racial identity as incredibly important, and they're going to view you as a white person even if you don't view yourself that way, which is more consequential since, again, as we discussed, literally being white is going to become increasingly political in the near future. And that's why the left is able to lie and win arguments so effectively in terms of public perception, because they can just appeal to the framework and definitions that they own, and we just don't have the knowledge or infrastructure to push back tangibly yet.
Hey, he said it. Conservatives. And of course, black people and Hispanic people, Latinos, view their race as important. That's because they have been oppressed, John, since the beginning of humanity.
And so, sure enough, the subversive nature of the woman manifested. It plagued our bond like black ink. And it was brother against brother. And it was just over. Many such cases.
So let me get this straight. He's a white nationalist that's also a sexist. Yeah, they go hand in hand. Oh, yeah? Oh, yes, absolutely. The typical white male figure in the United States, my dude. That's what I thought. It's just pathetic how much these people want their kind, the right-winger dude, to be the center of attention in this country. But I gotta tell you guys, I'm gonna have to look a little deeper into this channel. I might even make a video breaking down his whole channel. What did y'all think of this? Comment below, let me know. Remember, I look at all of my comments, so leave your thoughts below. And please, if you can, DM me any other conservative YouTubers or TikTokers that you want me to goof on. And if you can, please support your boy on Patreon, get early access to all my videos, private lives, private Discord, and much more. I'll leave the link right here in the description and in this card. Don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that notification bell as I make weekly videos. And check out more Republicans say the darndest things